What is going on, everybody? We are back with another review. This is CCW, and I'm Nick,
And I'm Joe.
and I'm ready to go back to sleep. So,
Speed review of
I
SmackDown.
I fell asleep watching Death Before Dishonor by accident. I'd been tired. I went to a movie today. I went and started playing a video game today. Read some today. Didn't get my normal midday nap in.
I woke up early. Sorry. Damn.
And
That came out of nowhere. I woke up early to take my dog to the vet.
how was old Bano?
He's good.
Besides
He's
fat,
he's fat and happy. He lost weight.
did he?
Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, he lost weight. Everything's good.
Good. I didn't know if it was like for a serious issue, or if it was just like a yearly checkup. Or...
No, just his yearly checkup. Got his shots and what have you.
Yeah. Yeah, I woke up at my normal time, did my normal work, and then I streamed the beginning of me playing Final Fantasy 17. 17. I'm now making shit up there. Final Fantasy
Games that don't exist yet.
Final Fantasy 15 is what I meant to say. I've already beaten 16, so I know it wasn't that one.
You're playing him in the opposite order of me.
I'm jumping all over the place, actually. Uh,
That's what happens when there's nothing out right now,
well,
aside from the game we're playing together.
the reason I chose to play it was because I was leery on Lost Soul Aside after they pushed it back the first time. I was waiting for reviews, and now all the reviews are saying that the gameplay itself is fun, like actually playing the game and fighting. The fighting mechanics are fun, except everything else about it sucks. The voice acting, the story. Um,
Yep, it looks like a completely missable game, unfortunately,
and I was
because we
just
were
like,
both looking forward to it.
but last night before they had a bunch of reviews out, because they only had one out, when I was thinking about it, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna install Final Fantasy 15, and that's what people were trying to compare it to, that and set 16 before it came out. So that's what I ran with. I get to drive, forget where my car is, and run all the way back to it when I do stupid shit.
Well, you're playing the version with a lot of quality of life improvements.
Oh,
So,
you'd think so. You would
oh,
think
I
so.
know so because I played it at launch and it was
I
rough.
I had a moment. It happened to me this morning. Actually, had me very mad. Where I drove to a city to go work on some missions that way, and I was in my map and I hit X, and it was like, "Oh, do you want to fast travel back to where you last rested?" And that was where I wanted to go. And I was like, "Oh, sweet, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that." And then I did that, and that's when I found out my car doesn't come with me. Um, so I had to actually run because I don't have chocobos available yet. So I actually had to run all the way back to where my car was.
Are chocobos even in that game?
Yeah, there's chocobo stops, so you can fast travel between places, but I haven't unlocked them yet.
I don't remember riding a chocobo in that game. But
Oh,
then again, I played it at launch, and that was a long time ago.
yeah, there's chocobo races in that game, among other things.
Oh wow,
Um,
I totally don't remember much about that game, other than like the bros.
and then like there's an option to go in and turn off uh, stamina so that I can run in the overworld.
Like I said, you are getting a ton of
Hold on,
quality of life.
hold on. So I turn it off, and I still get winded when I run in the overworld. And I'm like, then what's the point? Why is this an option? So I had to
The
use.
bar is just gone.
So I had to use the stupid. There's like this armband you can get because it is a bunch of stuff did come with the thing as far as items, and it's an armband that you can equip that actually completely eliminates stamina. It just takes up one of my accessory slots. Anyways,
And that's SmackDown, everybody.
uh, yeah. So here's SmackDown. Um, We're live in Lyon, which I absolutely pronounced as lion when I read it to myself.
Yeah, they weren't live. That show happened well before. Well, when it premiered over here, anyways.
Huh?
I watched the TV version that played at 8 o'clock.
Oh, I was just talking about it was live because I was watching the
It was live when they were there. I know what
I
you
was
mean.
watching the Netflix version. Now was I watching it a couple hours later? Yes.
So they were live when their broadcast happened.
Yeah. But yeah, it's Lyon, France. I had to type in Lyon phonetically because I would have said
L
absolutely said
E
lion.
O N E, Leone.
Um, actually, OWN. LEEOWN.
Oh, you.
As in, Lee bought it, Lee own it. Um, surprisingly, Michael Cole and Wade Barrett were on commentary. I was not expecting to hear Michael Cole at the beginning of the show. Um,
Anything but Joe Tessitore.
we got a quick little John Cena and Logan vignette, and then we're starting with Logan Paul.
Yep, it was a recap of last week to catch everybody up.
We get an in-ring segment where Logan gets dismantled again.
Yeah, they've got to know that this makes this kid look really bad, really bad, like
so
like a beginner, like he hasn't had 23 matches,
right,
like really bad.
Logan talks shit about Paris because they don't speak English and he's American.
Even though he speaks French in this damn promo.
Hold on, he's not the only person, dude. I swear to God, the entire WWE roster knows French.
There was a lot of French speaking in this episode of SmackDown.
He says he's not a parasite; he's a disruptor, and he was put in this ring to change things. Logan said that he's the reason they're on Netflix and ESPN is because of his superstardom. WWE is becoming WW Me or something. He said Cena is telling him to bring his Cena telling him to bring his A game as a joke, and then he starts talking shit in French. Cena's music hits. Cena comes out. He calls Logan stupid. Says that he can't do it alone without the fans. There is no show. He's not a disruptor. He's a wannabe. Everything he does is to mimic John Cena. He's become the dollar store John Cena. Cena said, but I did see there's a top 25 list of influence in this world, and Logan, you're not on it. He goes off and lists a bunch of names that are on it, like Drewski and several others.
Yeah, he's essentially saying that WWE is keeping Logan Paul relevant instead of the other way around.
He says he's not the influencer he thought he was, and he didn't come to save wrestling, he came to save his own ass. People don't fear change, they see through the fake. They start to kind of talk shit to each other in French. Cena then went and apologized to the kid that was super upset when he turned heel when it first happened. Because he happened to be in the crowd, and he was telling Logan, he was like, this is what it's all about. And what was really cool was actually seeing Cena get emotional about it, because you don't see him get that kind of emotional very often.
I will remind you, he is a highly trained actor now, so don't get too excited about emotion.
Right. Because it's super easy for everybody to crowd to command.
Yeah, exactly.
Cena said, you asked for this match, dickhead. You better polish your game. If after Sunday they still don't think you're worthy, it's not about you saving wrestling. You can't even ruin wrestling. Wrestling will ruin you. And yeah.
Yeah, called him fake and a gimmick. Just made this kid look bad again. The fucking giant chasm of a gap in regard to promo ability.
They got to get away from this thing where Logan is yelling at the crowd, because the problem is, I know he's a heel and it's what heels do, but he's not the New Day. He doesn't come off as serious about it. He actually comes off as whining.
He comes across like he's playing wrestler in his backyard with his brother filming him.
Right. So they got to figure something out. They got to find a way to adjust what he's doing, because every single time he's gone up against Cena in a promo, he's gotten slaughtered.
Yep. It's just made him look bad. Like, no redeemable quality bad. Even though I'm sure John's going to give him way too much offense come Sunday. Hell, the kid may even freaking win.
Yep.
But this segment was way too long. Dude postured to the crowd way too much. Multiple languages being spoke. It was just a long segment that Cena just owned his ass in.
Yep. All right, go ahead.
We've got the Street Profits backstage interview where they say a bunch of nonsense about, getting back to the tag team title match and blah blah blah. And Bo Dallas came out to make us believe.
Yes, he did the believe. I'm just saying.
So yeah, I'm sensing a pattern with this. We will see more of him later. This led to a Flair Bliss versus Chelsea Green and Alba Fire that didn't end up happening because the heels beat the babyfaces down in the entranceway, and Charlotte Flair had to be helped to the back.
Attacked them from behind, these dastardly foes.
Yes, these utter heels. Turning the match into a one-on-one, which was Alexa Bliss versus Chelsea Green. Bliss was big mad, got over on the heels at the beginning of the match. Chelsea turned the tide, did some chokes on the rope. Nice looking pump kick. There was an outside exchange. They did an elbow exchange, which just, made my heart grow 3 sizes that day. I even put in my notes, great, and WWE's doing more and more of these now, too.
They're the ones that started it in America. NXT specifically.
Ring of Honor. Good try, though. They duplicate the stupid Japanese strong style, and Ring of Honor was doing that well before then.
It was the first time I saw it was NXT. It was Jesus H, dude. I said
Shinsuke Nakamura.
I said his finisher instead of his actual name. Yeah.
Shinsuke. Well, fuck, he ain't been on TV in so long. I'm surprised you even can remember even any of that.
Shinsuke Nakamura's. Who was it against? It was Sami Zayn. His very first match was Sami Zayn in 2016. Was the first time I saw an exchange like that.
Yeah, they were doing the strong style.
Yeah. It was NXT TakeOver Dallas.
That was a good show. That was a good match, by the way.
And they did
probably Shinsuke's best WWE match.
They did that forearm battle for like 45 seconds, just back and forth, and the crowd was super into it.
And you know what? In 2016, when that show happened, I was probably really into it. But here we are almost 10 years later. Anyways, to finish up this match, they did a bunch of standing switches. Alexa hit a roll-up. That won't be the only time a roll-up is used for a finish on this show. Alexa gets the win. Heels beat him down afterwards. Charlotte comes down to attempt the save. Heels were having none of it. Got over on the baby faces, and Chelsea hit the worst unprettier I've ever seen in my life.
I actually blame Charlotte on that one. Charlotte fell way too quick.
I do too. She fell way too soon. Because Chelsea always does the jump. That's her whole gimmick for it. But I guarantee you, Chelsea got the heat and not Charlotte. But I digress.
During this match, there was a point where both women had to beat an outside 10 count, and it made me wonder, has there ever been a time in a wrestler that a wrestler's valet or manager hit them to get the win? I googled it. I couldn't find anything. This is how uninterested in this match I was. I was googling things outside of the match.
Things were just popping in your head.
Because I was curious. I was like, I've never seen like if a heel has a manager, the manager hit the heel that they're teamed up with just to get the DQ and get the win.
More than likely not, because the referee should never be that stupid. Although AEW, the referees are pretty dumb, so.
Listen, interference.
If we do see it, it'll probably be on there.
Interference is interference.
Yeah, they may call the match a no contest, but
I've
I don't think they're disqualifying the
I've
babyface because the heel manager beat up the heel opponent.
I've watched Randy Orton intentionally kick people in the nuts as a heel to get to get out of the match. I mean, it
Yeah,
happens.
that's smart. That's being a smart heel.
Um, but yeah. So, backstage segment. Sami Zayn says that he feels renewed here on SmackDown tonight. He feels like he did what he main evented. He feels like he did when he main evented WrestleMania. He's totally confident, and he talked to the crowd in French because he also knows French.
Because he's Canadian.
In,
He's French Canadian.
in fact, I said apparently the whole damn locker room can speak French. Uh,
Well, you know, WWE does have a lot of teaching opportunities and stuff. John Cena speaks Mandarin, dude.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Congrats to the Rhodes family. Brandy and Cody just had a new baby.
Yep.
Um,
Libby's got a sibling.
yeah, I know. They're working on their own bloodline. Aleister Black had a vignette where he basically said he was going to kill Priest, and more words than that, but that was about it.
Yeah, I put, who cares? Let's just let him fight.
We get a backstage interview. Priest says threatening me with violence means he doesn't know what he's getting himself into. He's going to teach him a lot about pain. He's going to enjoy every bit of violence he inflicts on Black. And then match 2, which was the quickest match in the history of SmackDown. Michin versus Kiana James. As Kiana goes to hit Michin with her purse, Michin ducks and rolls her up for a quick 3 count. And
Literally like 10 seconds.
5-second win. There's a post-match beatdown on Michin from Kiana and Julia, though. And yeah, that was pretty much that.
Julia does a face stomp into the steel step that Mia Yim came nowhere close to.
Correct.
Yeah, it was bad. Julia deserves better than this.
She does. Go ahead.
Got a Drew in-ring promo next. He walks up to Michael Cole asking for his weekly Cody Rhodes medical update. Apparently, the person who was who needed the medical update was actually Brandy Rhodes and not Cody, as she was in hospital with the case of the baby.
So when they announced the baby, I went, "That's why he got wrote off TV."
Yep.
That's why.
Brandy had a serious case of the baby.
That's good.
Drew calls out. Yeah, I do. You can't be big mad about somebody having a baby.
Randy Orton can RKO it later.
Your Uncle Randy has something for you.
Punt the
to
baby.
RKO. Into a crib, no less. I want to see it.
Listen,
Make it happen, WWE.
I thought Mark Briscoe was just going to toss his like a fucking underdog. Like,
I still thought that was a damn doll. But all these babies, dude. People being pregnant, getting babies, like, damn. Congrats to everybody.
Why can I just picture all of Mark Briscoe's children doing the redneck kung fu to each other? Just a bunch of kids,
how many kids
on a chicken farm, just karate chopping each other.
He's got like 4 kids or something, right?
Something like that. He also takes care of his brothers too. I mean, obviously,
they got a big family. They come from, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Good for them. We are getting sidetracked a lot today. That's how great this show was. Drew has Randy come out. He talks to him. He says, Cody doesn't have a friend. Cody's not your friend. I'm sure he called you every week while you were out with your back surgery and just asking you how you're doing. Yeah, he was getting information. He was writing that stuff down. So when you came back, he could inflict pain to you. He's really trying to sell Cody as a heel. Randy says, dude, I didn't come out and RKO you last week because I'm Cody's friend. I did it because you're a prick. Which I thought was funny. Randy got close to him as he was about to talk. Drew hit a cheap headshot or a headbutt.
Glasgow kiss, baby.
Missed a Claymore. Orton got him in the ropes, did his little DDT rope. Officials came out to stop them. Randy RKO'd every one of them, including Hurricane Helms.
Completely out of left field.
Yeah. And then Drew bailed out, and that was that segment.
completely out of left field. I know it's not normal. Actually, it's totally normal. You know whose headbutt I hate the most in wrestling right now? Which is funny because I used to like it.
Not Tony Storm's, I hope.
Rhea's.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
hers are always so predictable that it looks not as impactful as it should. Like for instance, Drew McIntyre's looked really good tonight,
Drew's always looks good.
and I was like, "Oh man, that probably sucked." Obviously, they headbutt their shoulder or right in the neck or whatever, but still, like, yeah, no, I saw his, and immediately I was like, I don't really like Rhea's. Rhea's a really good wrestler, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a big fan of her headbutt. Anyways, so backstage, Miz and Mello are backstage. Mello says Miz can't keep stealing his wins, and Miz is like, bro, we're a team. And if we win, we get a title match. That's the most important thing. And then Bo Dallas shows up, and it's like, hey, perception isn't reality. He is. And Mello's like, don't write reality checks you can't cash. And I wanted to smack him. And then Bo walks off, and then Mello's like, yo, we got this. We got this. And then we found out they, in fact, don't have this. Go ahead, Joe.
Well, before the match, I don't know if you got this on your feed of it because you watched it on Netflix, but Nick Aldis and Randy Orton had a backstage segment.
So I probably did because you guys don't get anything on TV that I don't get on Netflix. The difference being, I was in fast forward mode, so I did not catch it.
Yeah, you missed nothing. This was just an ad for Fireball whiskey. So Aldis was talking to Orton like, you can't be doing that. You can't be, RKOing officials and stuff. So literally Randy Orton hands him one of the little cheap like dollar bottles of Fireball that you get from like the bargain section of the liquor store, or if something, it's like the little tiny sample bottle.
All right.
And he hands that to Aldis and kind of walks off. And then R-Truth comes out of nowhere and is like, hey, Nick, you gonna drink that? And Nick Aldis goes, you know what, Truth, after the night I have, I am. It was a complete and utter waste of time. But I'm hoping they enjoy the money that Fireball gave them for that segment.
Hey, it if anything, the greatest thing I got to watch tonight is Hurricane Helms not want to take an RKO, and Randy pretend he wasn't going to.
His wasn't that bad.
No. It was in the story. He pretended he didn't want to eat the RKO. He had covered his head, and Orton stopped and looked at him and was like, "Yeah, okay." And then as soon as
got him.
As soon as he felt safe enough to put his arms down, he ate it anyways. It was a great time.
Old Hurricane can still bump.
Yeah, you can.
Speaking of bumps, Street Profit versus Miz and Mello. Let's see. This was your typical fare. Let's see. There was a double face buster. They hit a nice little dueling splash where the Profits didn't see a blind tag. Set up for Montez to hit his giant splash. Mello climbed the rope opposite of him and splashed him when he pinned Miz. Long story short, wasn't terrible. The Wyatts came out and distracted Miz, so Miz never really got back into the match. This made Mello get double teamed. Profits won off of a double team move, which was a sky high neck breaker combination
called the Revelation.
Yeah, sure. After the match, the spooky people got in the ring with the Profits for a stare down. So we get we get those two teams at the pay-per-view.
One of the things I thought was interesting about this match is so they start off with Mello hot tagging himself in when Miz.
Yeah, and that's totally going to be what Miz for the downfall.
Well, so right, but so he hot tags himself early on, kind of like how they've been doing this whole time. And then actually, as the match went on, they were more trusting of each other's tags and actually working together to actually do stuff instead of it being like both men for themselves.
And they lost the match, so
And they end
that's
up,
fun.
yeah, they end up losing the match after actually working together to win. Um, which is
That's so stupid.
which is fantastic. Mello is going to blame Miz
Oh, absolutely.
because Miz couldn't keep his head in the game, and he has every right to. I mean, yes, Miz has a history of spooky shit with the fucking Wyatt Six, but like you're in the middle of a tag match, dude. You were gonna have to deal with this shit afterwards, anyways, in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Um, so
I almost thought because this match was booked this way that we were going to get a three-way.
yeah, I could see that.
I'm glad we didn't.
Me too, because I'm fucking tired of them.
Boy.
So backstage, we get another Tiffy and Jade convo. That's pretty much been the same convo we've gotten for the last 2.5, 3 weeks.
Tell me if this makes any sense to you. You get a pinfall on an opponent in a tag team match where the champion is your partner. You getting the pin then gets you a title match for your partner's singles championship.
Who did he pin? Who did she pin last week? I forget.
Nia, right? Because Becky bailed.
Okay, yeah. If she pinned Nia, it makes sense because Nia was the other one that was up for the idea of number one contendership.
And a tag match. It just sounds idiotic to me.
Listen, I was wanting them to be able to change hands and titles in tag matches, so shit happens.
I don't want Jade to win this. I don't want Jade to win this title.
She's going to. Unfortunately.
I do not care for that.
Hey, at least she's like actually better at wrestling than she was 2 years ago. Not much, but better.
She learned to sell a little bit.
Accurate. And then backstage, Solo's like, "Yo, Sammy ain't taking my title. He's gonna hit one spike and boom, it's all over. Solo's gonna be champion." So then we get to the match. It's the U.S. title match: Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa. Early on, Sammy gets a jump on Solo outside the ring, but Tala Tonga steps up and Sammy stops midair, lands on the ropes, and backflips back into the ring, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yep, and that led to a commercial after literally a minute of the match.
The MFTs tried to get involved a little bit later, and then Jimmy and Jacob came out and took the MFTs out of the arena. Apparently, the two of them could take on 3 people.
Yeah, that dust cloud
it's getting
dust
bigger.
cloud booking is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I tell you what.
At that point, Solo actually starts to get the upper hand without the MFTs around, but Sammy keeps fighting back. After some quick exchanges a bit later, Sammy hits Solo with the exploder suplex in the corner. He goes for the haluva kick. Solo dodges and hits a super kick onto Sammy. He goes for his Samoan spike, misses, but when he misses, he spun around into the turnbuckle for some reason. And then Sammy hit a quick haluva kick, runs all the way back to the other turnbuckle, waits for him to turn around fully, hits him with another haluva kick. Gets the 1, 2, 3. We've got a new U.S. champion. And that's how the show goes off the air.
Yeah, that was easily the match of the night. I mean, how can it not be?
Listen,
couple nice spots.
Even with our distractions, we made this a 30-minute conversation.
Yeah, well, that's just how great this SmackDown was. But yes. It had its normal fare. Blue Thunder Bomb near fall for Sammy. Nice little pop-up Samoan drop near fall for Solo. There was a sunset flip bomb. I mean, there was a big splash near fall. Not a bad TV main event for an undercard title.
Not too shabby. And now, give me 1 second. I gotta rename this. I forgot to. PPV PLE predictions. I have a spreadsheet. I even keep track of our rankings. So far, we are 1-1, and then I took SummerSlam. You took Forbidden Door.
You took the WWE pay-per-view, and I took the AEW one.
Yeah, and I've got high hopes for this one.
Interesting. Oh boy.
All 5 matches.
Is it really only 5 matches?
It is
nice.
Actually 6.
Oh.
And it starts at 2 tomorrow.
It'll be done by 5.
All
Which is
right.
good because I got a concert at 7.
So the first match that we're going to talk about is John Cena versus Logan Paul. This is going to be the hardest one for me because I don't know what they're going to do here. A couple years ago, when Cena wrestled against Austin Theory, I was like, "Oh, Cena's going to win that," and then they had Austin Theory put him over, or they had Cena put Austin Theory over, and then I was like, "Oh, so now I don't know."
Given that he's going to fight Brock next, I think it makes no sense for Cena to lose here unless Brock
Interferes.
is in Paris. So
I don't, and that's kind of my problem, right? We don't know if Brock's in Paris. We don't know what the WWE is thinking in terms of how they're going to book Cena's last couple matches.
I'm going to pick Cena to win. And I think they're going to book Cena to win and then Brock come out immediately afterwards and make you forget that Logan was even in the match to begin with.
Yeah.
And we get another beat down of Cena by Lesnar.
Yeah. This is a rough one. But yeah, I think they're going to have Cena win his last couple matches on his way out. John Cena. In terms of matches, I would put all 5 confidence points on. All 6 confidence points on. World Heavyweight Championship match, Seth Rollins, who I think is going to win, versus CM Punk versus Jey Uso versus La Knight.
La Knight. Yeah, it's Rollins. Due to outside interference.
And then we got the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship, Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella. Who wins?
It's Bex. If there's any lock of the night, it's that match. Unless she is punished for the Birmingham thing.
I actually think Nikki's gonna win because I think they love her for some reason.
Ooh, you're actually picking a Bella. Holy crap.
Listen, I don't pick with my heart, I pick with my head, and
I wasn't picking with my heart does not belong to Becky Lynch. I can tell you that.
I misspelled Becky Lynch's last name for years when I was typing it out, and I spelled it Lycan, Lychcn.
He was moving some characters around there.
I got dyslexic as hell there. But yeah, no, I think the WWE loves Nikki Bella for some reason, dude. They brought her back. They were gonna have her go up against Liv, and then Liv got.
Which she would have beat Liv for some fucking reason.
She'd have beat Liv, and I think they want to put a title on Nikki because I think they think Nikki's great, and I think she's not. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, everybody's like she's a legend, and I'm like she's legendarily bad.
She was popular. Well, she was
a diva.
I won't even say popular. She was a women's wrestler when there was not a lot of clamor in women's wrestling. And now it is the opposite. Honestly, the women's wrestling is usually better than the men's wrestling now. So,
yep.
That's our first difference.
Correct.
Interesting.
And might be our only one.
That just leaves me full of confidence.
WWE Tag Team Championship, the Wyatt Six versus the Street Profits.
I got the Wyatts.
As do I.
Ooh, might have to go back and change my answer later to the Profits just to try to be able to
tie it up.
I don't have confidence in Bex now. Because the Birmingham thing is rumored to be really bad. She's apparently got a lot of heat.
Yeah, but then again, they brought fucking Lesnar back. So I mean, how much does the WWE really care? I know they're talking about. I know there's rumor that they're gonna have to. They're thinking about actually publicly apologizing for it. I didn't think it was that bad of a line. If anything, she talked about how great Ozzy was. It was just the place he came from that sucked.
It's just people are sensitive.
Yeah, they can sensitively choke on a dick. The only people that have any right to be mad are the Osbournes
Ozzy's family.
themselves.
Yep. And maybe they reached out. Maybe I don't know. I
Uh,
won't even pretend to know.
I know for a fact Kelly was upset about it. But then again, I don't think she watches wrestling, so I don't even know if she understood what the way it was presented. She just heard her dad's name on a promo and was like, I don't like it.
Yeah. With him being deceased so soon, or yeah, it's not a very long time in between, and it's still sensitive, I guess.
Right. Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. I'm gonna go with. Now, see, here's my problem. Right, I'm gonna pick Roman,
Sure.
but I think they should put Bronson over.
I agree, but it ain't happening.
Yeah, I think the smart thing, because Roman isn't going to be around for too long in terms of he only does short stints now. So there's no reason to keep him as the head of the table, so to speak.
But he's the OTC, man.
Listen. I only have one tribal thief to root for now.
I agree. Bronson needs it more, but WWE doesn't care about that. They care about stars.
They care about
Roman's a
moments.
Star. Yeah. Now, Bronson's going to look good in this match. Roman's going to give him a lot.
Yep.
But he ain't winning.
Lastly, the good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. Sheamus versus Rusev. Who you got? As a matter of fact, before you tell me who you got, I just typed out who I got, and I'll let you go with who you got, so you don't think I...
I honestly don't care. Can they both lose?
Technically,
Can it be a no contest?
It could end in a no contest.
Can the dust cloud just continue across Europe?
Could you imagine if we get to SmackDown next week and they're still fighting in the back?
It'd be like Queen Aminata and Tekla from the other pay-per-view.
I think it'd be great if they showed up on SmackDown next week.
Yeah, they're still fighting and they're on the wrong promotion. They're still over there. They've just made their way to that arena.
See, dude, wrestling could do some great things if they'd all get their heads out of their asses and work together.
No, they're never going to do that. It's too much money involved. I'm going to go with Rusev because I think Rusev needs it more. Although I could care less.
That is actually what I wrote down was Rusev.
Oh.
I think Rusev, the good news is, with only having one difference, we don't need confidence points.
Nice.
But yeah, no, I think Rusev is going to go over because I don't think Sheamus needs it. I don't think Sheamus is going to be going for anything major anytime soon. And I think they're going to use him just to put over people. My problem is...
I think Rusev's going to cheat to do it anyways. I think he's going to have some sort of underhanded thing to protect Sheamus in the loss. Sheamus losing to Rusev isn't going to make Sheamus look bad.
Lana's going to come out with him. It'll be her.
That's not out of the realm of possibility. Lana comes out and hoses Sheamus.
Yeah. It'll be her first TV or show appearance since they've joined back with the Fed.
I honestly wouldn't be upset about that.
Listen, I'm all down for seeing CJ on my screen.
Well, I could care less if I see her on my screen. I just think they, as an act, is kind of always been joined at the hip anyway. So
right. But yeah, that's the lineup, y'all. That is an interesting lineup.
Yeah, because I mean,
obviously, I'm gonna watch it Sunday. I just don't know how much I care, right? Because
so the only match out of all of that, well, there's two. The Roman match with Bronson Reed, I want to see, and the 4-way I want to see. Aside from that, I don't care.
So
I hope John Cena just
the
beats the brakes off of Logan Paul, but that's not going to happen, so I don't care.
I'm
And yeah,
I'm so there are two matches I absolutely do not care for. And it's the two women's matches. And for those of you that are like, two women's matches, what do you mean? Well, Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella, and then Logan Paul's a bitch too. So, the two women's matches. Sorry. That's I don't know where I got that from. That just
no,
popped in my head.
he has it coming. I fucking hate Logan Paul.
I can't stand Logan. And I'm not referring to any other women as bitches. I'm just saying Logan Paul, y'all. So chill.
Yeah, he's a blight on the industry, unfortunately.
So aside from those two matches, the other four I range from interested to I can manage. Sheamus and Rusev is at the bottom of that list, and the only reason I'm excited for that match is there's gonna be two big dudes beating the hell out of each other.
It wouldn't be that big a deal. It's a TV match. You know how I know it's a TV match? Because they did it 4 fucking times on TV before we got to the pay-per-view.
Right.
Which was 2 times, at least 2 times too many.
I am excited that this is a no DQ though, so they'll at least throw things at each other. And maybe even throw each other at things. So then there's obviously I'm more interested in the tag match than you are, but I am a Wyatt 6 fan.
To me, it's going to be fine. It's just it's a TV match for me.
I am, and that leaves the Seth Rollins,
the 4-way.
Or no, I didn't talk about the Roman Bronson match. Yeah, I'm interested in that because it's Roman and Bronson.
Yeah. The 4-way and the Roman match.
And then the 4-way is kind of neither here nor there for me. It's Seth Rollins versus 3 other people I don't care much for right now.
It'll be a good match. It'll be a good worked match.
If it was just Seth and CM Punk, I'd probably be more excited for it. But you threw in Jay Uso, who I absolutely abhor, and then LA Knight, who he's kind of grown on me a little bit, but not enough for me to care.
LA Knight's a decent worker. I think Seth will get I think him and Seth will be able to get some good stuff out of there. Punk is Punk, and they need Jay to do his long ass entrance to eat time up for this very short card. So it had to have been a 4-way. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to make time.
I think the match is going to start with Jay throwing somebody out of the ring and then doing his first move of doom, which is his entrance again. And then
he's going to re-yeet.
Dude. Speaking of yeeting, I'll talk. Never mind. I'll talk about it after.
All right.
It has nothing to do with yeeting, actually. It has everything to do with something else entirely. But yeah, so we have one difference, and that is the women's match. And
hey, there will be a winner.
There will be a winner. There will be a winner.
Does Nick continue his role in WWE events, or do I continue my streak of with consecutive wins?
Listen, this is another one of those, though, that if you do win, I'm okay with it because I really want Becky to win.
It's bittersweet.
I just don't think she will.
I hope you're wrong. I don't want to see a Bella with a belt.
Yeah, I think regardless, she's going to end up with one at some point.
I'd rather her beat Becky than Julia, I guess. If I had to choose, even though I'm so disappointed in the way they're handling Julia.
The WWE has a habit of just not being able to let go of the past. They will bring people back over and over again. I mean, Rock was like 40-something winning titles. So.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even a good title run. It was exciting to see him back, and then you realized he really wasn't back. He just showed up every now and again. He was Roman.
To get made fun of.
But yeah, guys.
That's Clash in Paris.
That is our predictions, and our show still only ran about 45 minutes.
Sweet.
But all right, guys, we're gonna hop off here because I got some things I gotta do to get this ready so I can wake up early tomorrow.
Yep, I gotta get up early tomorrow as well. Being an adult is awesome.
Oh, mine's because I got a friend coming over, and I'm going to convince him to quit another podcast that we're doing and go watch movies with me on Saturdays.
Yeah. I gotta go pick up Kristen's new um, MacBook Pro.
We're gonna go. I'm gonna make him go with me to go see tomorrow. I want to go see. I want to watch Toxic Avenger today, and I want to go see Caught Stealing. Looks good. So we're gonna go see that. Yeah.
Sweet.
He doesn't know we're gonna go see that, but we're gonna go see that. So.
Surprise.
But all right, guys, that's it. We love y'all. We'll see you next time. Deuces.
Later.